Talk about your daughter. I don't know how to keep no damn time.
She talking about because y'all say y'all gonna be quick and it's 2 hours.
Nah,
But
we don't say it then. We don't say it then.
well, I tell her that I'm like, it ain't gonna be that long. I'll be like, we can do 2 hours real. I mean, well, I say we ain't gonna be that long, but she be like, I know that means about 2 hours. And even
Oh,
if it's about 2 hours, she think it's 3.
shit,
But
you live now. See, look at that. That's called a hard stop. So go
I
ahead.
got you. Welcome everybody to the Men of the Metaverse podcast. I am Beach Dad, aka Brandon, and vice versa, and I'm here with my best friend Lewis from My Life, My Media, My Money Media.
We
I'm a
ain't,
little tired today, but go ahead. What you about to say?
shit, we ain't complaining. We ain't complaining.
but,
Ain't
be-
none of that.
but before you say anything, I was gonna say I had reached out to because I said we're gonna do more social media stuff and try to do some more of that stuff. So make sure you guys following us on our Instagram and TikTok and all that stuff because we want to connect on not just this platform but other platforms as well. But I did find a classmate on there. Do you remember a guy named Ian? I was talking to him. He was saying he was going to watch. He was watching some of the videos, and he remembered you. He was saying how you was very sharp and funny. So he was enjoying the content and was going to try to join today. So I was
I
going to ask you
rem-
if you remember.
I remember the name. I remember how you. Okay, yeah, I remember the name. We got one. Now, guys, me and Brandon, Meta in the
Mhm.
Metaverse, are doing a beta test. We're
Okay.
trying to figure out where do we fit in.
Mm.
So if we get more people watching more gun videos, we'll make more gun videos.
And let me
And
ask you this before can you show guns on YouTube on live? Like how is that? How they allow that? Because we can do it, right?
I see hundreds of gun videos every single day. Only
Right.
difference between us and them, they bringing YouTube money, and we ain't bringing no money to YouTube.
Right, but go ahead. I just want to throw that out there. Go ahead.
All right, so we're doing a beta test. So the more videos you like and respond on, we
Yeah,
would take that in consideration to make stuff. So this channel covers a lot of things.
a lot of
And
different content.
yes, and I think it's like
And
very.
honestly, we do like all the things that's going on YouTube. Like, I don't think it's something that we wouldn't touch on that we could talk about in a creative way, in a way you can learn something from. Correct? Whether it's Kendra G, whether it's guns, or some money making schemes, because people like to talk about that stuff too. But
Yeah, I'm thinking about doing a segment on how to save some money on some taxes. This is that it won't be tax advice or anything like that, but it can show you different ideas to save money on taxes.
quick fire question: would you go to H&R Block? Do you uh, recommend people go to H&R Block or one of those tax places?
I use H&R Block for the majority of my adult time.
Mm-hmm.
But here's the thing. I quite know I keep up me myself, I keep up with
With your own stuff, with your own numbers and
no, no,
everything.
no. I
What?
keep up with my numbers. Also, I keep up with different tax laws that changes that it
Okay,
interferes with me. So if you don't keep up with that stuff, for the most part, most people can do H&R Block for the most
gotcha.
part
Okay,
because you got a W-2, you're a W-2 employee. You may have some health. May have health care, so it's
mm-hmm.
not a cut and dry.
I got you. Just throwing that out there. But go ahead. What word you got on the screen in the
Uh,
Tar Heel blue?
Now, Brandon.
Mm-hmm.
Now that's I ain't gonna say that. Now, Brandon. Now it's a lot of words going around in the community today,
Yes.
specifically the Black community.
Right.
And I'm gonna let's talk about some words that I don't think people be using right.
Mm-mm.
Now, you ever heard the word boss, Brandon?
Yes. Yes.
What that in the context of Negroes? What do that word mean, Brandon?
Well, that means that, and you don't have to have a business to be a boss in our culture. You can just be running things, or you can be feeling yourself. You a boss. You got $100 in your pocket. You could be a boss. You a boss. You can buy a couple shots at the bar. You a boss. That's how we move.
Now I got this young lady. I want to see can you hear this. I just did this right away. Let's see what she got to say about. You can't even see that damn screen, can you?
Uh-uh.
The son of a bitch. Hold on. Hold on. See, hey, I'm pushing this thing to the limit. You feel me? I'm pushing it to the limit today. Now watch this. Let's see what this young lady got to say about being a boss.
Okay.
That's not fair. All right.
I can hear it.
So
You can hear it?
Yeah.
I can't hear a damn thing. Hold on.
bossing up has to do
Can you hear
with
it?
how
I can't
you
hear
like
shit.
how you handle your finances, you handle your business, what your goals are, what your outlook is, what you it's not just like an energy. There's things that you have to do and steps to get there. And also when I talk about finances, that does not mean you need to have a job right now, especially if you're young. You can save your money even if you are not working, even if you're just getting money for birthdays, if you're getting gift cards.
I won't keep it too long, but did you hear her definition?
Yeah. You don't necessarily have to have a job to be a boss. You can be a boss unemployed. It's being a boss is more like a feeling. And if you saving money, if you got a OnlyFans and you got a little income coming in temporarily, you a boss. You're doing boss things.
Yeah, you know why? When I hear people say boss, let's just take Mick Mills, for example. He had a popular song in 2013, 2012. It was called I'm a Boss.
Right. I'm a boss. Right.
Yeah.
I still play that song, but go ahead.
And it turns out 10 years later, he wasn't the boss. And he was complaining about his contract. He was complaining about, I made these people $100 million and they only gave me $5 million.
Right. But you can be a boss and a worker at the same time, which I'm not saying he was, but you can do both. But when you put out music and you talk about, you running things, you're in charge, you're happy then, but then when you see the contract and the money rolling into somebody else, now you see who the real boss is.
The only boss I talk to is a person on the screen go by the name Beach Dad. He has the white definition of what it means to be a boss.
Do you have the real Webster definition of boss? I'm just curious.
Why are you trying to? Now I'm working with this computer, and why are you trying to pull me up? Okay, here's the Webster, i.e., my definition. To be a boss means you have subordinates under you.
Subordinates under you. Okay.
And you tell them what to do. You give them a schedule. You pay them, and you can fire them anytime you want to.
Right. Correct. I think managing a payroll, that makes you a boss, because that means you have employees, like you say, whether it's contract employees, permanent employee, or whatever. Somebody's doing a service for you. That makes you a boss.
See, here's the thing you don't know about Brandon. Brandon gets next week, God forbids, he can sell zero stuff.
Right.
He still has to pay.
I still got to pay. Right. And that's what bosses go through. Right. But if you a internet boss, or how that girl was saying, like I'm pretty sure if she's doing something, she doesn't have people working under her. It's just her. And, just a mindset. Like, I'm a boss. I'm doing things independently. And I think that's what people want to say. They're just independent. And you're being an adult. Just say I'm an adult. Not I'm a boss. I'm an adult.
Now that girl in that video, she probably is a boss, because that was
high. Oh yeah, that YouTube video. Oh yeah, she's doing good on YouTube.
So she has somebody working, at least contracted to do that. Correct. So, but she telling you can be a boss being unemployed with no money, living off gift cards, flipping gift cards. Right. But guys, I want to give you something positive. Everybody is not made to be a boss, but everybody could be an owner. Just buying one stock, you could own a piece of a company. Correct. Just getting a mortgage, and you can lease your land. Because you don't own your land, because the government owns your land. Because you don't pay your taxes, they coming to get it.
Right.
So everybody can't be a boss, but everybody could be an owner. Do you agree with that, Brandon?
I agree. But doesn't that sound good? I think that's what it is. Like, if it didn't roll off the tongue so naturally, so sounds boss so good. Yes. That sounds like something I want to say. I don't even have to really be living it, but
I'm bossing up because I went to Family Dollar, got me some soap so I could wash my butt, and I paid my rent on time. Is that bossing?
That's up, boss, right? That's a boss move, or that's just being an adult. And like I say, I think that's what people were trying to say. But go ahead.
All right, let's go to the next one. Now, this really, really kicks me. Brandon, how you
monolithic?
Monolithic. Only one demographic I hear say this in America. That is black people. Black people.
Have you? Let me try to see. I had to look up the definition.
No, don't, Brandon. Don't look nothing up, man. I got it right here, man. Don't
go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead.
If you just shut the hell up, we can listen. You got me on the timer. All right, let's hear it. Here you go, right here.
If a white professional were to announce that whenever she speaks, she does so as a representative of all of white America, I imagine that from New England to Palm Springs, we would hear the response that no one person can speak for all America's 197 million white people. The arrogance and stupidity of such a claim would diminish the claimant's civic and professional reputation. So why, when a black person claims to speak for all black Americans, is it accepted with so little pushback? Black cultural essentialism, the belief that a particular ideology, mode of speaking, or set of values, beliefs, and attitudes is authentically black, is widespread today. From 1619 Project creator Nicole Hannah-Jones arguing that there is a difference between being politically black and being racially black, to Joe Biden claiming that if black Americans didn't vote for him, then they ain't black. These beliefs insult the diversity within the black community. Even 60 years ago, Malcolm X spoke for a very different segment of the black population than Martin Luther King Jr. And as King noted himself, socioeconomic distinctions among Americans with African ancestry made for significantly different views of the world. Political, religious, and social diversity among black people has grown substantially since then, rendering the idea of any single black spokesperson.
All right, Brandon, and that lies the problem.
Mm-hmm.
Now, how did you hear me? Now, I'm making some stuff up. It may sound stupid, but there lies the problem. Black people like to say they are not monolithic, right, Brandon?
Okay. Yeah. Well, I see what you're saying. Yeah.
No, I didn't make the point yet. So how you see?
no, but I see where you're going. I didn't really.
Where I'm going, big boy.
I didn't really realize, because you said a lot of black people use this word, but I think they don't use it. They don't use the word, but they kind of move with it without saying it. Like, all black people don't think the same. Like, we can generalize, like they like to say, like the example Joe Biden said, "You're not black if you don't vote for me." Like, you can't lump all black people together if they do one action or they do another action. Like, we're all different people. Go ahead.
And there lies the problem. Black educated people, especially the black guy in here, they want to say black people are not monolithic.
Mm-hmm.
Well, being not monolithic makes you weak. Here's an example.
Mm-hmm. Go ahead.
How,
but it make you weak and it can make you strong depending on what it is. Okay, go ahead. I'll give you an example. Go ahead.
You got groups of people. They say, I want all the black people to be poor in America. That's a monolithic way of thinking.
Right. Correct.
And they vote on policies and procedures to do that.
Mm-hmm. Right.
Not all of them, but a lot of them think that way.
I get what you're saying.
But us as black people, we said, nah, we can't come accord on one main goal.
Mm-hmm.
We all got to be different. So we all got to be fighting each other because we all don't think the same. So we non-monolithic. You know what I'm saying? But look at this.
Right.
Yeah.
So you think we should all, no matter what, we should all be trying to be on the same thing, because if we're not going to have any power. We're not going to be able to make any real change in the world.
Correct. We should all be on about get some money coming up and have a safe community that our generations behind you could succeed. But we ain't own that stuff.
Right. And I think if we disagree, we should be disagreeing privately. And we have, it shouldn't be in the public for people to see, because like whether people want to believe it or not, the Chinese, the white, the black, we're all competing in America. We're competing in the world. Like, it's a competition, whether people want to see it or not. And when somebody sees an Asian person, their mind is going to think about what the Asians are doing and how they're doing or how they're treating. And what if they see a black person, same thing. They're going to be thinking about, Lil Durk and Switches, and that's just what people are going to do, and they're going to start categorizing you and looking at you different and treating you different based on what your race is doing.
Now watch this. Here's an example. This may be true, this may be false, but it's based on 40 years of experience.
Okay, go ahead.
If I go across seas to the east, a Chinese person and a Japanese person may not like each other over there.
I got you.
But when they come to America, they say, hey, we're going to band together with this Asian connection, and we're going to put our priorities first.
Right.
You see, and what kind of and stuff happens when you come together as one.
Right. You can help each other, and you can help, get people on the same page. And speaking of, this is Marcus. I think this is who I was talking about. The guy he's that I talked about earlier. He said, tap in with Chance the Rapper. Interesting. You know who Chance the Rapper is? The guy with had the 3 hat and he's doing a bunch of. Okay, I'm just making sure. We
you dread head gonna be some dread head ends in the lobby, ain't it?
Right. and just that, like, people can see my hair and they'll think of me a certain way, like, just because that programming, they see videos, they see, Chief Keef, that kind of stuff does matter. Even though I'm not like that, but that when people see my hair, they're gonna think that way, and that's just part of it.
Now, Brandon, right there, when he first came on this video, I said Brandon got that Florida hat on. It ain't Florida, but I thought it was a Florida guy from Haiti or Miami with them dreads up there. Talk about some Bummer Clyde. He's smoking weed and stuff with the shotguns in the background. That's why I really thought when I first saw you in those pictures.
I got you.
But you see how it works?
It does, and
I know you.
but what you just did, people act like other people and other races don't do that, but they do. They'll see me and start profiling me, which is it fair? No, but it's just what people do.
And let me see, kind of share. I want to see when Brandon walked on here. With that hairstyle, I'm going to show you what came to mind if you could come up.
Okay.
All right. I said, that's Crowd Mob right there. This guy right here. You see this guy right here?
I
said, where? Right there.
You talking about with the sock?
Nah, in the background with the hat.
Oh, in the green? The green hat?
Where? Right here.
I can't see you got
you can't see
I see the Crowd Mob picture. It's a dude with a tall T.
Hold on. Damn, this mother sucker right here ain't acting right today. I got a new computer, guys, so work with me.
Oh, and
this guy right here.
You said he went to Ghana. Okay, yeah.
When Brandon came up here, that's what I saw right there. I said, this man I said, Brandon coming here look like Crowd Mob. He don't got a brick. His hat is like straight like this, and it's big. Is
and this is a Michelin, right? I usually have the other one, but my wife got me this for Valentine's Day. It's a Michelin S hat, so it's fitted. It's made differently. It's made differently from the New Era hats. But anyway,
yeah. So black people, quit thinking like you need to be monolithic. Cause maybe we could come together and think on the same point at a second.
And buy the same and have power and be able to really impact stuff the right way. And we do with some stuff. We buy all the Jordans, like you say,
and all the crab legs, all the Hennessy.
Yes.
And when the paycheck comes, I ate some today, and the hot wings. I got paid today, so it's Hot Wings Friday.
Correct.
Correct. And they Korean hot wings. The real crunchy.
Wait, hold on, wait. You went to an Asian place, got some hot wings, or
no? This what's it called with a B? Bochang. BONOCHUN. It's Korean fried chicken. Ain't no damn Bohemian.
I don't know. You might be different.
Well, it's Korean fried wings.
Okay.
Real crispy.
Real crispy.
Paul had to make that in the 40s, and they just pick it up. Allegedly. Now, here's another word. We got 10 minutes left. Here's another word that I hear too often, Brandon. What is that?
Generational wealth. You hear this from the black community?
Yes. Oh, boy, this is it. Black people. Anytime you hear generational wealth, someone about to steal from you. Anytime you hear generational wealth, that person is about to steal from you. They can say,
I'm trying to figure out. So what do you mean? Oh, look, Teddy back. Teddy said, "What's up?" Shout out to Teddy Two Guns. But so a black. How do they use it in a sentence?
They're gonna say, guys, to build generational wealth.
Right. Okay. That's how I start.
Send me $150 and I get your credit right.
I got you.
And then what they gonna do? You gonna send me your social security number, everything. They gonna file a fake police report and say your identity was stolen. And then they gonna call you back. Hey, you got 8 weeks to get what you want. Because they just took everything off your credit, but they gonna put it back on in 8 weeks to find out we lied to them. So hurry up and get it.
Funny. That's funny.
that is generational wealth. If you hear that from a person, brown, dark skin, they steal it.
Because that's something that takes I'm not gonna say it takes a lot of time, but you can't build that overnight. You can't build that in a weekend. Somebody can't.
Generational wealth is not made for you. And look at us, Brandon.
Yeah.
I spent $200 a month on alcohol. That's $2,400 a year. What can Brandon? It's something they call instant gratification.
Gotcha. I know what you mean.
Most people know about instant gratification,
and it feels good. What do you mean we don't know about it? I think we know about it.
Brandon, how you go buy Michael Jordan shoes? You got roaches in your kitchen, Brandon.
Because it makes it a little better. You have the good with the bad.
You're right. It's kind of sister. Let's watch this video right quick.
How to build generational wealth. Being born with a silver spoon in your mouth is usually used as an insult aimed at members of high society families. People born into wealth seem to have everything given to them since birth. But what many people quickly forget is the sacrifice and hard work that the family's founder went through to create that lifestyle and privileges. These
sacrifice, hard work. That means I'm going to put my needs to the side to make sure the people behind me be straight.
Yeah.
Founders toiled and sacrificed to create something that they can pass on to future generations by creating generational wealth. A common theme amongst every parent is that they all dream of creating a life for their children where they would be happy, healthy, and never lack anything. A life where all their needs would be met and fulfilled. This is also what wealth family founders intended for their family and generations to come, to allow their families to have an easier time and to have a better life than the previous generation. What is generational wealth, and how is it different than personal wealth? Generational wealth is a concept where a family passes on a significant amount of assets on to future generations. The family's generational wealth, or more commonly known as the family fortune, is built up years of work and sacrifice. In contrast, there are many millionaires and billionaires around the world that are self-made. This means that they relied upon their hard work to grow their fortunes. When it comes to this group of people, the vast majority of them gain their fortunes through the same hard work and sacrifice that the founders of a family fortune went through. Then there are the lucky few that stumble into their wealth, such as the winners of a national lottery. Though history has proven that many of these lottery winners won't keep their fortunes for long. Like the lottery winners, some millionaires and billionaires will eventually lose all their wealth, some due to illegal business activities and others to bad investments. One of the primary constants of personal wealth and fortune is that many people don't plan for the long term, while those who envision that future generations use their wealth do think beyond their life. Who has?
All right, so they just said generational wealth usually is the goal of it is for the people behind you, not yourself.
Correct.
And you get it through hard work. Now,
let me ask you this.
Right.
Do you have to have wealth first to be able to have generational wealth to pass it down?
No. Only thing you need for generational wealth is have something between your ears. That's the only thing you need between your ears and action.
Mm-hmm.
One of the good things to build generational
wealth.
Correct. That's how you say it.
Yeah, generational wealth. Go ahead.
One of the biggest builders of it is owning a house.
Mm-hmm.
In America, you buy a house, pay for the house. When you die, you give that house to your kids.
Gotcha.
Usually, it's going to be tax-free. So your kids could do with their house what they please. But here's the thing. Guys, if you spoil your kids, you know what's going to happen, Brandon, when you give them money?
They're not going to appreciate it. They're not going to value it.
They're going to do that, and they go,
They go smoke it up.
they go smoke it up, put some rims on that car.
Right.
They go on vacation, and if you don't train your kids right, they'll blow through all your generational wealth that could have been passed down for generations to generations,
Right.
and their kids won't have nothing.
And you know, I'm a father, so you want to kind of give your kids what you feel like you didn't have. You want to have fun with them. You want them to have a great life, but you also have to instill certain things in them so they can understand the value of money. Like if you're just having fun, taking them places, you're just spending money. They don't really get to see all the hard work that you had to do to make the money. So if you never did that, if you never had to cut grass, like you say, you used to cut grass back in the day. If you never had to you can pick up trash, you know, just doing stuff like that, doing labor and then paying your kids for it, or having to make their beds, or just all that kind of stuff. Make them see the value of money. Like I have to put in hard work and I don't want to do it, but if I do it, I'm rewarded for it. So that kind of sets up the foundation that you need to have so they can appreciate money. They can appreciate having a house, having a roof over their head. There's stuff like that because, like you say, if you just give somebody a fortune at a young age, they're not gonna care. They're gonna smoke it up, like you say.
Guys, I don't have any kids, so I really can't say nothing. But
You can.
let's imagine your kids need to have a job, all right, and the job need to be more than playing video games.
Mm-hmm.
So they need to have a chore, what you call it, chores.
Mm-hmm. So they can have an allowance. They get allowance.
Maybe.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe. Now, see, Brandon, you're about to mess up. You know, allowance is pretty good, but check this out. Wiping your booty because you had doo-doo between it don't deserve no allowance, Brandon.
Correct.
Cleaning your room because you messed it up don't deserve no allowance.
Correct.
But getting good grades in school and not fighting, now that may deserve an allowance.
Right.
What's the difference why I just named, Brandon?
Well, some stuff you should be doing automatically, depending on the age you are.
I thought
you disagree?
Up. I can't boss up. That's not bossing up.
That's good. That's good.
I take care of my stuff. I'm bossing up.
Right. And I think that's the problem with our society. Like we dumbed down a lot of stuff and just over celebrated the simple stuff that's already a given. Like just because I woke up and brushed my teeth, I don't need to celebrate that. That's what I was supposed to do. But no, everything is a celebration. If I have a birthday, I should celebrate. If I have, if I got, just say I got something happening good to me at work, I should celebrate. We do so much celebrating, we're not doing enough saving, and it's killing us in the long run.
Now we got 2 minutes left. Here's the thing, people. I'm gonna give you a good tip. Tax time is right around the corner.
Mm-hmm.
The average tax check is anywhere between $3,000 and $12,000. I just gonna put it like that.
Depending on how many kids you got, you're right.
Now,
well, they said it might be different this year, but go ahead. I'm gonna let you go.
We had the same tax shit for 3 damn years. All right, like I said, I know about the damn taxes.
Go ahead.
Okay, hold on. What I say? Okay, here's the thing.
Go ahead.
When you get that tax money, when that thing hit the bank, don't spend more than 5 to 10% on yourself. Let the other stuff get on your bills, make sure your savings straight, make sure you're investing straight. Only spend between, I say, 0 and 10% on yourself and nothing else.
But Lewis, I've been sacrificing all year. I've been putting my kids first. I get this tax check. I need crab legs. I need to go to Vegas. They got some new Jordans that I've been trying. It's a color wave that I want.
They said they got all that.
They got a new Challenger. I could put a down payment on a Challenger.
Nah, bro. See, that's where you're wrong, Brandon.
When
people get the tax money, okay, it got to do things. If you put a down payment on the Challenger, that means you got a decent job and you stretch that payment out 84 months. Most people don't got no decent job and they ain't stretch it out. They go right to that used car dealership and get a 2014 Dodge Challenger,
Okay.
the same body style. They put that big down payment. And next thing you know, they said we got you for 60 months at $125 a week. Is that cheap, Brandon?
It sounds like it, right? That's a good deal, right?
That's $500 a month, but the car is only worth $8,000.
And that's the trap they get you in, especially when if you have bad credit. I'm not saying you're getting a lot of tax money and bad credit goes hand in hand, but like I said, you just got to be smart with your money. It's best to have your money in the bank and try to hold off on thinking you need things. Because Louis, let me ask you a question. You wanted things and then you buy them and then it doesn't mean the same. Like you like, okay, well, I got it, but you wanted it so bad. When you got it, it feels different. Like you're excited about it, but that feeling goes away. And it's almost like it's not worth it.
Brandon, I had a debate with myself before we got on today.
What's up?
I was debating, should I put $300 on this credit card, interest free for 6 months, or just pay for the mother clucking dame with cash? And I told myself, Louis, quit nickel and diming yourself all the time. I got nickel, but that keeps me kind of straight.
Yeah. And you got to do what works with you. You can't we want to be saving for the most part, but do you deserve some stuff here and there? Yes. And Marcus said, go ahead.
Marcus, you are correct. 2023 is all about stacking up. The goal for the federal government reserve is to crash the market.
Mm-hmm.
The guy who's in control of the money, he said Americans have too much money in savings, and he wants that money to disappear. The only way that money can disappear is people have to lose their jobs. So get ready for more scamming. Get ready for more people busting the back of your windows to take your cell phone. Get ready for more people snatching purses, and also getting ready for the big women's putting them crab legs under their titties and walking them out of Walmart. When the last time they put scanners on the crab legs, Brandon?
I haven't.
They got people on the crab legs. Like I told you up here, you buy crab legs up here, they gotta walk them to the front. You gotta you can't have these. We gotta walk these to the front. You pay for them, then we hand them to you.
I got you. But let me ask you this: do you shop at places like Sam's or Costco?
Brandon, you know I can't afford that description price. Yeah, you talking about? Well, just me. I'm like one man shits 2 times a day, but I need 800 rolls of toilet tissue. That don't even make sense, Brandon.
But sometimes you can buy certain things in bulk, and it will save you in the long run. Especially if you don't have a lot of time to go to the grocery store. Not everybody works from home, so sometimes it would make sense to buy a giant bag of rice or a lot of chuck roast. Or you disagree? So how do you shop and how do you save money? Go ahead.
Brandon, 2015, I was broke as hell.
Mm-hmm.
$100 something dollars extra. That's all I had for pleasure extra every month.
Okay.
What do I go look like buying $30 of toilet tissue in 1 month when I had to go down to the Dollar Tree and get this is real talk. I get a roll of toilet paper, $1. Cleaning products, $1. Paper towels, $1. Deodorant, $1. Toothbrush, I didn't toothbrush last couple of months. Toothpaste, $1, and a candy bar. That's all I can afford, Brandon. So what I got a Sam's card talking about I'm buying $40 of toilet paper to save me money, and I didn't have no money right then. Come on, Brandon. Be real with you now, Brandon.
Because you don't have kids. Some people have a larger family, so they got to buy more chicken or more rice or more vegetable. They got to buy it in a bulk in a different way. I mean, I'm not saying it always works out better shopping that way, because you can find better deals at Walmart or at the Dollar Tree, like you say, for certain products. Go ahead.
Before we go today, people, hear my words and hear them clearly. People with the most money pay the less prices.
Correct.
People with the least amount of money.
Not always,
Hey,
but they have that
always,
mindset. No,
Brandon.
not-
Always, Brandon.
Not always, but they are.
Always.
But they are smart with their money. I'll say that because
I
they will
couldn't-
wait. Go ahead.
I couldn't watch this, Brandon. You
Go
were
ahead.
saying if I went to Sam's, I could
Mhm.
pay 83 cents for my toilet tissue, but I had to buy $40 worth to get it. I
Right.
only had $1. I only had $1, so I had to go to Family Dollar Tree and pay $1.90 for the
Right.
same
But
thing.
you, but you had to put your life in danger walking in that Dollar Tree because the threat around the Dollar Tree.
I didn't
is-
live in no hoods since 2016, Brandon. Come on, man. You know, the hood
But you
down
could-
the
you
street
could-
wasn't that. That was just working class people.
Do they have samples? Do they have free samples like they do at Sam's? You're not gonna get no free samples in Family Dollar. So you could be checking out new cheeses. You can have some ham. They'll give you a hot pocket at Sam's.
During this time, I'll go to the grocery store, and when they cut the deli meat, I said,
Uh-huh.
"Let me try some of this. Let me try some of this." And, hey, bro, like I told you, bro, during that time, I lost 50 pounds in 6 weeks. Why do you think that happened? I had nothing to do except for work out and couldn't buy nothing.
Gotcha. Gotcha.
Go to the store. Let me try some of this. Oh, yeah, it's good. Let me get some of that. Yeah, so that's the trick.
That's funny.
Before they cut your deli meat, after you try something, they give you all you want, and you'll be feeling a little better when you buy the food. So,
I didn't
Lying
even know you
about-
do it, but
well, this
that's
about
a man of the
8 years
metaverse
ago.
tip. Yeah,
8 years ago.
I'm gonna try that. I'm gonna see if that'll fly. We did that at Walmart.
And it's all in his book.
Got you.
What you mean? Did it now? Walmart got them skank employees now. They may not do that in Walmart, but go
Right.
to a nice place.
Like what, Publix or something like that?
I can't afford no Publix.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Where did
Yeah,
you go?
go to Food Line or something. Go somewhere and say, "Let me try that." You say, "Oh, well, let me get that." And then you say, "Let me get a quarter pound." Then you look at what's on sale because it's
Uh-huh.
always posting the back. Let me get a half a pound of what's on sale. And there you
Gotcha.
go.
Gotcha.
All right, Brandon, that's it for today.
All right, we'll wrap it up then. And we're gonna do a show Sunday. We'll do another show Sunday at 5 p.m. We wanted to do a little quick show. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Hope you guys laughed a little bit with us. Shout out to Marcus. Shout out to Teddy Two Guns. This has been Men in the Metaverse. Make sure you like and subscribe. Check out our videos. Share some of our videos. Anything else, Louis, we want to say before we get out of here?
Before we go, guys, it's a shame how America treats poor people. Poor people pay more in car insurance. They pay more in taxes.
Overdraft fees.
Overdraft. They pay more in everything. So the more money, the more wise you be with your money, the more you could actually save in the long run. It's kind of messed up. And watch this. Poor people are better with money than rich people. But we
How
ain't gonna
so?
talk about that. Because
Okay.
Brandon, I said I had $12 at the Dollar Tree. So I
Mhm.
had to get the stuff. And I bought $1.
You made it
I
work.
bought a candy bar. I bought a
Right.
candy bar. That was my luxury. You know what I
Got
mean? Yeah. Woo. Those are some days, man.
So you don't got no Sam's membership, is that what you're trying to say?
No, I don't have no sales because inventory can be waste at the same time per the
You're right,
Japanese.
you're right. You're right.
So, but we ain't gonna talk about that. See, I'm an expert at that kind of stuff, but we ain't gonna talk about that today.
We'll save it for another time.
All
Thank
right,
you guys for
Brandon.
watching. We logging off. Y'all take
All
care.
right.
Peace.